is a help guide on how to install Davis Vantage Vue weather station. Let's get started. First thing to do is to select your installation location. Make sure it's an open area or exposed to ground level. Now let's unbox and prepare your Davis Vantage Vue weather station. Included in your box is the needed Vantage Vue Quick Setup Guide for ISS, console installation manuals and weather catalog. The top of the box has your wind vane, your anemometer wind cups. Inside is your Vantage Vue ISS, your Vantage Vue console and kickstand, your AC power adapter to power your console, your rain spoon tipping mechanism for your rain collector, and the hardware installation kit. Let's now assemble the Vantage Vue ISS. We will set up in the following order by first attaching the wind cups, then the wind vane, rain collector, debris screen, and then lastly apply power. You will need the included Allen key. First, place the wind cups on to the anemometer shaft. Press down as far as it will go. Use the Allen key to tighten. Ensure the set screw is screwed in entirely and is tight. Spin the wind cups to ensure they spin freely. Next is the installation of the wind vane. On the shaft there is a flat side. This will need to line up with the flat side on the wind vane. To do this, you'll need to orientate the station so that the radiation shield is facing towards you and is on the left. Then face the arrowhead pointing down. And slide the wind vane into place. Rotate left and right if necessary. When installed properly, the shaft should be protruding slightly from the bottom of the wind vane. Then tighten the set screw with the Allen key. The third part to attach is the tipping bucket. This simply slots into place on the base of the unit. Insert the wider end first and then fit the narrow end. Then screw into place. Then install the debris screen. This is located in the hardware package. This simply clicks into place within the rain funnel. To apply power, unscrew the battery cover on the base. Remove the pull tab covering the battery. To verify power, wait 30 seconds. Then press the white transmitter button once. The green LED transmittal will then flash. Do not hold down or press the button multiple times. Then replace the battery cover. To make setup easy, both the console and sensor suite are set to the default transmitter ID of 1. If you would like to check the outdoor sensor suite channel, push and release the ID button on the base. It will illuminate and then go off when you release it. After a short pause, it will blink between 1 to 8 times. The number of blinks indicates the channel. So here it's configured on channel 1. And that's the outdoor station setup. Now it's time to set up the indoor console. Let's now assemble the Vantage Vue console receiver display. The first step of setting up the indoor console is powering it up. You can power it by using the adapter, C-cell batteries, or both. Using both is a great backup for power outages. To install the batteries, turn over and remove the rear cover. Insert the batteries observing the polarity. Then replace the cover. The device will beep 3 times as it's turning on. If you choose to plug the device, the power port is on the right-hand side. You can use the included adapter to power up the console. When the device turns on, you will enter setup mode. There will be 18 screens to scroll through. The first is a time and date setting. The left and right arrow keys jump between the hour and minute segments, where the plus and keys adjust the values up and down. You can also jump between 12 and 24-hour time by pressing the second and then units key. Repeat the action to switch back. Press done after each step to move on to the next screen. The next is time zone setting. This shows the major cities. Press the plus and keys to cycle through. Select your city and then press done. Number 3 is daylight saving settings. Most of the United States, Canada, and Europe should be able to use the auto setting. Outside of these zones should use manual, so if you are in the Philippines you should use manual. Press the plus or key to select and done to move to the next screen. Next is daylight savings. Use this screen to either verify the correct automatic daylight saving status or to set daylight savings manually. If using auto daylight savings selected in the previous step, the console will display the appropriate setting. If manual was selected, press the plus or keys to turn daylight savings on or off on the appropriate days of the year. The fifth screen will display receiving from. This will show the ID number of any transmitters being covered by your console. Wait a moment for all the stations to display. Make a note of the station number or numbers listed on the screen, then press done. Screen 6 allows you to change the ISS transmitter ID and to add or remove optional transmitter stations. The default ID setting is 1, Vue ISS, which is appropriate for most installations. Press done. Next screen is retransmit. The console can take data it receives and retransmit it to other Vantage Vue or Vantage Pro 2 consoles. For a standard setup, toggle off and press done to move on to the next screen. The next 3 screens are latitude, longitude, and elevation. You can use Google Maps, atlases, or local maps to find this information. We will now set the latitude value. Press the left and right arrow keys to move between fields. Press done to set latitude value. You can press the plus or minus to change the set value, up or down. Press Done to set longitude value. A tip to help you find elevation. Change Google Maps to terrain view. After you set the latitude, longitude, and elevation, we will now proceed to the next screen. Press Done to move on to the next screen. This screen is a barometric reduction setting. This indicates a method by which barometric pressure is to be determined and calculated. The default is NOAA, and you can choose between NOAA, altimeter setting, or none. Once selected, press Done to move on. Next is the rain collector setting. It is factory calibrated, and a typical user can skip this screen. Press Done to move on to the next screen. Next is to select the beginning of the rain season that is local to you. The date the rain season begins affects yearly rain rate, highs and lows as well as totals. Press the plus and keys to toggle through months, and then press Done once selected. Screen 15 and 16 lets you determine the temperature base for cooling and heating degree days. A cooling degree day is used to determine the amount of energy or fuel used to keep your home or business cool. A heating degree day is used to determine the amount of energy or fuel used to keep your home or business warm. Press Second and Set, and the current value of 15 degrees will appear. Use the arrows to select a segment of the value, and press plus or minus to adjust. Press Done when finished, and repeat the same to set the heating degree day value. The last two screens are commentary and key beep. Commentary refers to the extra information and comments on current weather conditions that display on the console. You can turn this on or off. The last step is the key beat. You can turn this on or off. Pressing Done again will take you back to the start of the settings. To exit settings and enter measurement mode, press and hold Done for about 5 seconds. Wait for the console to correctly connect to the outdoor sensor suite. This may take a minute. Weather data from the outdoor sensor suite is now displaying on the console. Now you can see the time, date, indoor humidity, and temperature, outdoor humidity and temperature, barometric pressure, rainfall, dew point, wind speed, and direction. And more can be accessed through the keyboard. And that's how to set up the outdoor sensor suite and indoor console for the Davis Vantage Vue weather station. Again, this is a help guide on how to install Davis Vantage Vue weather station. That's all. Thank you for watching. Smiley face.